What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel guys. You guys probably never thought this was going to happen on this channel, but I finally got the Samsung Galaxy Fold and we're going to be comparing it to the Samsung Galaxy S10, the standard one. And this is actually really interesting because both of these phones were released or announced the same time, but we all know the fiasco with the Galaxy Fold. They released it, it ended up having that screen peeling issue, and this is actually the fixed unit, which is really awesome because I saw the before unit. I didn't see it in real life, but I saw those videos and it's cool that they actually did fix it, so I guess that's a cool thing. But this is definitely one of the most interesting phones ever. Like, I'm just so perplexed by it. It's definitely one of the most interesting phones I've ever owned, and I'll be honest, when the first time I opened it I thought I was about to break it. You do have that screen up front, which is really nice, so you can go and like utilize it if you want to, but I'm not going to be comparing this screen to this one. Obviously I'm going to be comparing that wider screen. This is a 4.6-inch Super AMOLED display. This one is HD 720p by 1680, which is really crazy resolution. But again, the screen on the front, that's the one I'm going to be comparing. There's no clicking sound, there's nothing like that, but it is a little weird, and I've heard that people sometimes get like dirt and stuff stuck in here, so when they open it, it sounds like some grinding thing, which I really want to stay away from. That really scares me. So this is a super delicate phone. I might have to throw a case on it or something. But this screen up front is 7.3 inches. This one is 1536 by 2152, which is crazy. But the PPI is actually not that high, which I was surprised at. For a phone of this size and for a phone of this, price, you would expect to be, something higher. You have 362 pixels per inch versus the Galaxy S10 that has 550 pixels per inch. So this screen is sharper than this one, but you do have to remember this one is a bigger screen overall. Now looking on the front, like I said, 7.3 inch screen here, 6.1 inch display on the Samsung Galaxy S10. This one is 1440p by 3040. So between both of them, the Galaxy Fold definitely is cooler. It's a more quirky and things like that. But I do think at the end of the day, the Galaxy S10 might be a little bit more practical. So feeling in the hand and using it, I mean, this one is really hard pressed. I don't have the biggest hands and it's a little hard to use it with one hand, but with the Samsung Galaxy S10 you can easily do it. And the display, I mean, if you really look at them side by side, the display, it pretty much sits in the Galaxy Fold's display, but it's just a little bit bigger. It's not that much bigger in my opinion. Looking on the bottom, we have a USB Type-C port on both phones. On the side, pretty much the same kind of setup. The Galaxy S10 is just a little bit, actually the Galaxy Fold might be a little bit thinner now. I'll let you guys kind of be the judge about that. But I think maybe the Galaxy Fold is just a little bit slimmer. On the back, triple camera setups on both. I think we have the same identical camera systems on both phones as well. I really do like this little color thing they got going on here. I don't know if this is like glass or plastic. This is definitely glass, right? But it feels kind of plasticky. The Galaxy S10, you can definitely feel that thing is glass. It feels very premium. On the side as well, you can see a little profile right there. So that's pretty much all we got going on the outside. Nothing too crazy. It's pretty much the same old, but it's really interesting the approach that Samsung did with this and what you're paying for that $2,500 that I paid for this versus the $899 I paid for this. You're pretty much paying for that folding screen. Everything else is almost identical in my opinion on both of these phones besides the RAM. So that pretty much covers it up in terms of the outside. Now talking about the software, my Samsung Galaxy S10 right now is on One UI 2.0. The Samsung Galaxy Fold though, it did get the announcement that it is getting One UI, but the sad thing is it's not getting One UI the same time as the S10, I don't believe. It's getting it shortly after, which is actually really weird. I don't like how Samsung did that. You're paying more money for the Galaxy Fold, but you're getting software updates at a later time. That makes people not want to pick up this type of technology, and honestly, I don't think Samsung is going to support this to Android 11, and if they do, I'll be super happy about it. But it just seems like they were hesitant about even giving it One UI 2, or they took a long time to do it, so I don't know what's going on with it. Hopefully they actually do support it for a long time because it's a very good phone. To each their own. I think Samsung's going to do some really weird things, and they should have supported the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus as well, but I'm going to make a separate video talking about that. But in terms of software, the Galaxy Fold is getting One UI 2. It might get the next version, but the sad thing is on top of that is that for custom ROM support, I don't think a lot of people are going to be picking up this phone, so that makes it even less of a reason for people to develop ROMs for this thing. So the development community might actually be kind of low for this specific phone as well. So that's just something I just kind of wanted to get out there. But either or, Galaxy Fold, One UI 2.0 it's getting. So whenever that beta drops, I'll make a video about it. But Samsung Galaxy S10 already has the beta, which is really nice. Now I'll go ahead and do a little bit of a speed comparison between the apps on both of these phones. Now the Galaxy Fold has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chipset, an octa-core CPU, an Adreno 640 GPU, and 12 gigabytes of RAM, where the Samsung Galaxy S10 has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chipset as well, an octa-core CPU, an Adreno 640 GPU, and 8 gigabytes of RAM as well. So let's go and see which one is the faster device between these. If I had to say it, I might say the Galaxy S10 is the faster one, mostly because it has less pixels to push kind of overall and it's a lower screen, but that's not necessarily the case because the PPI is higher in the Galaxy S10. So let's just see which one is the fast one between these. Alright, now that we're back, let's go and clear out all the apps in the background. Alright, all the apps are cleared. Let's go and start loading these ones up. Play Store, 3, 2, 1. And I actually don't know which one was faster. They both looked almost exactly the same. Camera, 3, 2, 1. Don't know even how to determine which one was faster there. Call, 3, 2, 1. And Galaxy S10 was a little bit faster. Messages, 3, 2, 1. They're almost exactly the same there. Let's go and start loading up these other apps. Let's do Temple Run, 3, 2, 1. And of course, I have to restart them, both of them. Main menu. The Galaxy Fold was just a little bit faster to get into that Temple Run drop-down logo, so it's kind of cool, I guess. Snake versus Blocks, 3, 2, 1. And they both were almost identical. Let's get into some gameplay and see if any of them are a little bit slower than one another. And they both seem to be pretty good. This is a very basic game, but sometimes I do find that, some phones do glitch up every once in a while. So let's do Facebook, 3, 2, 1. The Galaxy Fold was just a little bit faster there. Thank you, 3, 2, 1. And I don't know, I think maybe the Galaxy S10 was just a split second faster. I don't think one was way faster than the other one. But again, these phones have very identical specs. The only real main difference is the Galaxy Fold has more RAM. So you're not really going to see that much of a difference, I wouldn't imagine. But I could be wrong, who knows. Let's do Twitter, 3, 2, 1. I think the Galaxy Fold was just a little bit faster there as well. Let's do Fruit Ninja, 3, 2, 1. And they both all almost did the same exact thing. And the Galaxy Fold just a little bit faster, like I said before. For some reason, the Fruit Ninja on the Galaxy S10 glitched up and it actually closed, so I don't really know what was going on with that. That could be an issue. I might have to take an L for the Galaxy S10 even more for that. Okay, let's see if we can glitch it up again. No, I guess not. Let's get into some gameplay, and again, they're almost the same exact thing. Nothing too crazy. Very basic game at the end of the day. And yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Let's do Bofa. 3, 2, 1. I don't know which one was faster. It looked like the Galaxy S10 was just a little bit faster, but I don't think it was. Let's end it off with the Real Racing 3. 3, 2, 1. And as you can see on the S10, I had to download more things, which is insane because I've already downloaded a billion things on it every time, so I'm not even going to download it anymore. But what I can tell you is between this comparison, again, they were both very hand in hand. There wasn't one that was way faster than the other one. I think the Samsung Galaxy Fold really held its own, of course, but the S10 was really right there with it. So you're paying more for your money, I guess, for a Galaxy Fold for that bigger display. But really, performance, I think, is going to be pretty much identical. So now that we have that out of the way, let's go and talk about the cameras on both of these. So like I said, you have pretty much the same exact camera setup on both of them. Two 12 megapixel sensors and a 16 megapixel ultra wide sensor, 4K 60 frames per second. Really the only main difference is that the front camera of the Galaxy Fold has an additional 8 megapixel sensor. But what I'll tell you is between both of them, pretty much the same exact sensors. I'll go ahead and drop a separate dedicated camera video between both of these and comparing the cameras between them. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this one because this video is already super long, so I'm not going to waste even more of you guys' time. So between both of them, believe it for me, they're both almost the exact same sensors. If you can just imagine this one tilted this way, then that one is that one. So the flash is a little bit smaller there, right though, but that's really pretty much it. Now I want to end it off with the battery life. Now I've always found that the Galaxy S10 has pretty good battery life overall. For its size and for its capability, it's definitely really good in my opinion. This one has a 3400 mAh battery on the S10. The Galaxy Fold has a 4380 mAh battery, and I do think that the Galaxy S10 has a really good battery life, but I do think the Galaxy Fold is just a little bit better because of that size of the battery. That battery size really does make a difference, and when you have thousands and thousands of milliamp hours, that really does something else, man. So what I'll tell you is, in the battery life department, the Galaxy Fold definitely, in my opinion, is the better battery life between these, but that doesn't mean the Galaxy Fold is a bad battery life. I think the Galaxy Fold definitely has a really great battery life. The Galaxy Fold is just a little bit better there. And it's kind of funny because you would imagine the Galaxy Fold has a bigger display. It's, as powerful as the Galaxy S10, so you would imagine that most of that battery life would go to the display, which it does, but even with that case, the Galaxy Fold still has a better battery life. So to kind of sum up this whole entire comparison, dude, I definitely do like the Samsung Galaxy Fold. It's like a tremendous phone. It's crazy. I mean, this type of technology, I've never felt this type of phone before, and I just bought it yesterday. And the fact that, it's this type of, closing and this type of technology is insane. The Motorola Razr is supposed to be coming out sometime too. I'm going to pick that one up too, and I'm going to review it against this thing. But it's just so crazy how far technologies came. You can do so much with this thing. The amount of flexing you can do with this is insane. You can probably find your next husband, wife, or whatever with this thing if you just pull this out. You can do so much with it, like I said. But the Galaxy S10 is just way more practical for me, and I think the Galaxy S10 is the one that a lot more people are going to end up buying. So if you want to pick up a Samsung Galaxy S10, I'll find the cheapest one on Amazon, and I'll link it straight down in the description below so you guys can help support that channel at the same time. But what I'll tell you is man, dude, like, Galaxy Fold, don't sleep on it. It's an amazing device, but the Galaxy S10 is way more practical for me. So that pretty much covers it. If you have any other questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count. It'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also, check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.